anyone who'd want to buy a convertible Nissan Micra? Oh dear, that's not going to be a big one, is it?
I don't think it's going to be a massive hit.
Hey, no. Bugatti Veyron, or however you pronounce it, about 6 years ago, Volkswagen bought Bugatti, and they said, we're going to make a supercar that'll have 1,000 horsepower. 1,000. Now, there were a few problems with that, like they hadn't got an engine that could do anything like 1,000 horsepower, so they built one with 16 cylinders, put a couple of turbos on it, not enough, so they put 4 turbos on it, and then they got 1,000 horsepower out of it, but it kept melting, so they stopped it melting, and then they found that nobody in the world makes tyres capable of transferring 1,000 horsepower onto the road.
Well, the thing is, you have to be realistic. Suzuki, for example, with the new Swift, went for just 101 brake horsepower from 4 cylinders, and it works.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Nevertheless, the thing is that they ploughed on with the Veyron, OK? Had a couple of accidents because they can't find a test track big enough anywhere in the world to get it up to top speed. But now, the boss of Volkswagen says it's virtually ready. There's only 2 more things they've got to work out. The steering and the brakes.
They're quite big issues, really.
As soon as he's got those worked out, they put it on sale. $1 million car, $1 million it'll cost. And we'll be... Well, I won't be testing it. He will. I'm not driving a car that's got 1,000 horsepower and brakes that have been fixed at the last minute.
Yes, that's 1,000 horsepower. That's magnificent. And no, I'm stopping. I don't want to do it.
What, then, is going to be your favourite car, do you think, in 2005? What are you most looking forward to?
I think probably, for me, the Range Rover Sport. We can have a look at that. It's basically the new Land Rover Discovery underneath, but they've put a sort of sporty version of the Range Rover body on it. I think that looks great. It's going to have the supercharged 4.2-litre Jaguar V8, so that will be a good car. It will be on the weighty side, yes.
For me, it has to be the Aston Martin, the new V8 Vantage they've got. Yes, you see, you're nodding away now. That's the one I'm looking forward to. It's going to be the same size as a 911, same kind of price as a Porsche 911. But you know what? They've just taken this round the Nürburgring, where I rather nobly got round a couple of weeks ago in 10 minutes. But look at this. It's just gone round in less than 8 minutes.
That is some going.
It's really quick. And look at that front wheel. It's off the ground. That is one stiff chassis. In fact, I think they may have to sort of unstiffen it a bit before they put it on sale. That's going to be one hell of a car.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So, James, what about you?
Well, I quite fancy an Aston Martin next year, the DB9 Volante, essentially the convertible DB9. It's a bit more expensive. About £115,000, 450 horsepower. But despite that, I still feel myself strangely drawn to the Suzuki Swift, which has got 101 horsepower.
Well, let's move on, and now for something a bit unusual.
The Mercedes G-Wagon. If you strip away all the trappings, all you'll